Welcome to our Spring Informance and Celebration of Learning. My name is Lisa Abel, and I'm the band director at Simsbury High School. As many of you know, our annual March concert is also our Play It Forward event, where we give back to the community, pay tribute to certain individuals, and recognize outstanding achievements and contributions. With all of the restrictions of this year, our family, friends, and school community have not been able to see what we have been working on and the amazing efforts of our students to learn and perform music under these extraordinary conditions. The Brady Bunch-style concert does not work very well for band and is also extremely time-consuming and complicated, with little benefit to the students. Therefore, we decided to create this virtual presentation as a way of informing all of you about our challenges and successes, our efforts to build relationships, and our dedication to making music. We also wanted to celebrate all that we have learned this year while keeping some of our traditions alive. The students will be sharing their personal experiences with you and talking about the unique situations and goals of each ensemble in our program. You will hear excerpts of pieces we have been learning from individuals, small groups, and full ensembles. I hope you will also see the resilience and determination of these wonderful students through this presentation we planned together. While our music making has been put to the test this year, I'm personally grateful for the silver linings we are finding each and every day. If you are viewing this video during our live watch party, please add your comments in the live chat to show your support to the students throughout the presentation. We appreciate that you are sharing your time with us tonight. Enjoy the show.
COVID has caused so much craziness and uncertainty that it is so nice to go to band class and know what's happening and have a great group of friends to help you and support you. We're always supporting each other by giving compliments or just freeing our minds by listening to music and just really boosting each other's mood throughout the day. And during Christmas time, we do a gift swap, which is so much fun and really helps lighten the spirits. This year in band, to get to know each other better, we do two truths and a lie. We do this at the start of every band class in the beginning of the year, so we can learn something new about everyone in the band.
So this year we've been using a lot of technology for band, and I think that's actually been pretty beneficial in the fact that we do our Google Meets online, and that way everyone's able to still participate in band. I think that the breakout rooms have worked really well. I think it's nice to be able to go into there and have a one-on-one lesson or a group lesson with your instructor, and it still works just as well as it would have in person. But one thing that hasn't worked has sort of been the latency in the Google Meet, as well as sort of cutting out in the mics. We have issues with that, but I think overall it's still been pretty good, and you're still able to participate online.
This year, I really think that the band's saving grace was technology. We've had so many new technologies been introduced into the school system that it's really helped us connect and still have band class in a decent way. One of the big technologies that's really helped us is Pear Deck. Pear Deck is like an interactive add-on to Google Slides, and it makes all the slides do really cool things. You can type student responses, you can do multiple choice, and you can draw. Another really cool technology is Vocaroo. It's this website that can record audio really well, and Mrs. Abel uses it a lot to check in with us now, since a lot of us are at home. One of the downsides of technology is definitely the latency. Mrs. Abel's talked about this a lot in class. She says that there is obviously a delay between home and school for the kids that are home and the kids that are at school, which is why sometimes we have like problems hearing her or problems hearing the band, and also there's a delay between the sound that comes out of the instruments and the sounds that we hear. But overall, it's been a really fun year, and I'm really, really happy that the technology has helped us as it has.
Our mitigation strategies are using a bell cover and special masks to limit the spread of aerosol particles in the air. These products impact playing by having a few extra seconds to get the mouthpiece into the mask.
One of the difficulties facing the band this year is not being able to play close together, which makes it much harder for everyone to play on time.
So I wanted to talk about my lessons experience with Mrs. Kokis, who helped us saxophonists in private lessons, and I just wanted to say that she helped us like break apart specific parts of music, rhythms, tone, and pretty much anything and everything we had questions on. She would give us the answer and help us figure it out and work through the music. Which is always great because it was, especially back when we were in hybrid, it was hard to not play in front of the entire group and be on time, at least for me. So when we went into the private lessons, like she helped on stuff that we were missing out with if we were at home.
So the Heart Partnership this year is obviously different than in past years because instead of the student teachers teaching to the whole band, we split into smaller groups in breakout rooms based on the part of the songs that we play. And I think it's actually been super helpful. And this way of running it kind of gives us more of that one-on-one attention that's obviously kind of lacking this year due to our situation. And as someone who is fully remote this year, I don't really get that experience of being able to hear people in person that play the same part as me. So it's really nice to be able to split off into those little groups with the student teachers so that I'm just working with people that have the same part as me. And the student teachers know the pieces really well, and they're really great at like addressing any problem spots and helping us to fix them. So overall, even though the experience with the Heart Partnership has been different this year, I think that it is still really beneficial.
As a BLT member, I have helped organize so many things, including the face race directory so that everyone can learn each other's faces without the masks on. And I helped host and organize a game night where we played a variety of Jackbox games and other things. So as leaders, I also helped organize band teams so that a lot of the incoming freshmen can get to know all of their upperclassmen and have some fun in group chats. I love going to BLT meetings, and knowing everything ahead of time is certainly a plus. And I love getting the end decision of deciding what pop's music we get to play.
I decided to step up for BLT this year, and I didn't realize it would be quite such a challenge, but I'm so glad I did either way. We meet once a week usually to try to give bands some form of normalcy and keep that enjoyable, positive environment that the SHS band is known for. This year we're working really hard to keep our enrollment up because it's very difficult with the proper playing protection and us being so far apart where our musical level isn't really where it used to be at or as it is in normal years. And through these difficult times of COVID, we've all kind of just pushed each other away. We see our masks as barriers that divide us. So the BLT community is working really hard to bring us back together by forming game nights and other activities that hopefully can put a smile on our faces. We're trying to not let the pandemic and the space between us push us apart and bring back that community and family feeling that everyone remembers as the SHS band.
Hello, my name is Karis McDavid, and I am part of the percussion ensemble. Over the course of the year, we have practiced the fundamentals of the snare drum. We achieve this objective by practicing our individual parts in snare quartets. These quartets have a multitude of different rhythms and techniques. Something we've come to understand in the percussion ensemble is the correct way to play a flam. In order to correctly play a flam, it is less about how hard you hit the drum and more about the height of the sticks.
Note timing.
In percussion ensemble, we've been learning all about mallets. One of the things we learned is note intervals. Intervals are the distance or pitch between two notes. An example of an interval is C to E flat, which is called a minor third. In mallets, we've been listening to songs and matching them to note intervals to help us remember the songs more easily. To help us remember the minor third interval, for example, we play along to the Iron Man theme song, which matches this interval.
Wood Metal Skins is a song we've been working on since nearly the beginning of the year, and I think it's pretty neat. For the instruments in the song, we can use anything metal, anything wood, and we can drum on parts of our body for skin.
The penultimate percussion instrument we learned was the boomwhacker. Boomwhackers are a fun little instrument that anyone can play. The key to playing boomwhackers is to hit the boomwhacker 2/7 on the stick rather than on the tip. The piece we learned for boomwhackers was called Little Ludwig. This piece is so difficult because everyone has different parts and everyone has different notes, and it's hard to time all of them correctly.
For years now, we've been trying to get access to these instruments known as steel pans, and this year we finally did. Steel pans are hollowed out oil baths with dents along the top to create different notes and octaves. They were originally used as replacements for real drums in Trinidad because the British government banned the playing of drums to attempt to destroy their culture. The notes played on a steel pan are separated by minor seconds, meaning that every note played sequentially is separated by 2 half steps on the scale. In this piece played by Nathan Maker, rich culture and intricacies of the steel pan are put on display.
This year, the sax ensemble's been able to stay relatively normal despite COVID due to our small group, and it's made practice very seamless, and we've been able to get a lot of work done this year.
Before class, we use different warm-up techniques to help adjust our sound and tune. Voicing involves taking off the mouthpiece and using air to tune and to adjust where it is placed while playing. We also learn different oral intervals to help with playing scales and in different keys. Breathing exercises like holding and pushing out air for a certain amount of time, and even laying down while playing help to improve our sound and to use a sufficient amount of air.
This song has a very bright and vibrant theme and full of intriguing sections, such as the various runs that occur throughout the song and the beautiful solo section in the middle of the song that takes the breath out of any audience.
Baby Elephant Walk is Henry Mancini's famous lively melody from the 1962 film Hatari. This jazz tune, performed by the saxophone ensemble, conveys the sense of a toddler that is lethargic but filled with excitement. With the humor that this piece evokes, along with the memorable melody, it is sure to lighten up any concert.
We originally chose to do this piece last year, but weren't able to play it because of COVID, so we are doing it now instead. This arrangement includes a solo, which will be performed by Miles Murphy on soprano saxophone.
Hello, my name is Andreas Dino. I am a baritone saxophonist and a senior within the sax ensemble for this year. The next piece you're going to hear is Tico Tico no Fuba, which is originally a Latin big band arrangement piece popular within Latin America. However, it is arranged for saxophone quartet by Kenneth Abling and features one of the hardest pieces of repertoire I've ever attempted to learn within my time within sax ensemble and within my high school musical career. It's one of the most difficult due to many reasons. However, I think everyone who's practiced it and played it will enjoy, and I hope you, hearing it, will enjoy it too. Thank you.
We've been working on a piece called Shepherd's Hay very diligently, composed by Percy Granger over the course of these past months. This song is supposed to make the audience feel almost as if they are supposed to dance along. It's supposed to feel light and crisp as we play through. As you listen to this piece, you will notice how both parts, alto 1 and alto 2, will communicate back between measures as if they're having a conversation.
quarantine, we learned all the parts to the song so we would be more aware of what was going on around us and we would be able to listen for the other parts while we played.
Kentucky 1800 was composed in 1955 by Claire Goodman. The song is written surrounding pioneers moving westward across the country and consists of 3 American folk songs. The song begins with the Promised Land, a gentle melody that resembles a slow-moving river, which sings of someone bound for the Promised Land, before moving into I'm Sad and I'm Lonely, a slow and more methodical piece, before finishing with Cindy, an upbeat tune that ends with a grand crescendo.
Belle is the second movement of a larger piece called Cajun Folk Songs, and it is very difficult for the band to play, probably the most difficult piece that we're learning currently, mostly because of its time signature. While most songs are written in 4/4 time, Belle is in 5/4. So we have been working as a band and in our instrument lessons to go over the A and B themes of Belle, because there's 2 main themes that contribute to the song. Home Awaits, arranged by Anthony Susi, consists of 2 major American folk song themes, Wayfaring Stranger and Going Home, which are modernly being reproduced by artists who take their own take on them. The lyrics, I'm just a boy, wayfaring stranger, mimics one's journey through life. The theme was often called the Libby Prism hymn,
as dying Union soldiers were sung it while being held captive in Confederate camps. Going Home main lyrics are going home, I'm a going home. They were originally played in Symphony 9 from the New World and were played as a funeral hymn, symbolizing moving on to new life.
you all enjoyed this unique presentation. I'm so proud of the students for their efforts every day in class, as well as the work they put into this project. We are thrilled to be able to present a live music department concert at the band shell on May 19th from 5 to 9 p.m. Please look for more details in your email and on the Simsbury Public Schools website as we get closer to the performance. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Be well, and we look forward to seeing you in person very soon.